Hello everyone, Mike Rempel from Another Set of Eyes with today's Excel Bytes blog post. Today we're going to take a quick look at Advanced Filter and how you can use it to filter data from your list. Our scenario is we have just a list of models and descriptions, locations, etc. in their inventory. And we're going to want to filter by description and location. Certainly in many cases we can use the regular filtering. So if I wanted to just take a list or get a list of the two-piece hub, all I would do is click here, hit the filter, select that, go to two-piece hub, say OK, and it would filter it down to that. And that's acceptable, no problem with that. But let me show you advanced filter and maybe some of the additional things that you can do with that. So let's just take that specific example. Now when you use advanced filter, you want to create an area where you're going to put in the items by which you want to filter. So you want to make sure your headings are exact as the headings in your data range. So I just copied description and location over to here so I have an exact match there. So what I'm going to want to do is I'm just going to copy two-piece hub. I can do this with maybe data validation or other ways, but I'm just going to copy two-piece hub there, and then I'm going to go to advanced filter, which is under the data tab, and I'm going to select my range. In this case it's chosen the range here, but I'm just going to go ahead and highlight that, and my criteria range is going to be H1, H2, which is the header, and then what I want to filter it by. Now I can filter the list in place, or I can copy it to another location. I'm going to choose copy to another location, and I'm going to pick right there L1 to be my location and say OK, and now Excel has brought into this area all the items from this list that are filtered by two-piece hub. Okay, so that's the simple single criteria. I'm just going to do Alt HEA to clear that out of there. Now let's say I want two-piece hub and Austin to be my filter. Use the same scenario here. I'm going to go to Data, Advanced Filter. The list range is the same. You can see it's highlighted there. And my criteria range now is H1 to I2. And again, I'm going to copy to another location. I have L1 there, and I'm going to say OK. And now it is filtered that and down to two-piece hub and Austin, and provided a list of only the items that are both in those rows in my data list. So that's how I'd use an AND criteria in your advanced filter. So the last scenario is going to be doing an OR criteria, and to do that all you do is put your two criteria on different lines instead of on the same line. So let's go to Data, Advanced Filter. My list range is the same. My criteria range now is H1 to I3, and I'm going to copy to another location, same location, and say OK. And now I have items that either have two-piece hub or have Austin as the location. Some are the same, but some are different. Here's one with two-piece hub and New Orleans, and here's one with a top-mounted flange and Austin. So it's provided that either way. Now, the other alternative to this is if we went to Data and Advanced, and instead of copy to another location, I just left it as filter the list in place and say OK, and it will just filter the list down here instead of putting it in a separate location. And there you have it. That's advanced filter. Pretty simple. Hope it's useful to you. Thanks for stopping by. If you'd like to see more, please feel free to go to my website, excel-bytes.com, and I hope you subscribe. Happy excelling.